James Booker. Let me tell you about One-Eyed James here. He was a keyboardist and blues player out of New Orleans, Louisiana, United States. Booker' unique style combined rhythm and blues with jazz. Musicians Dr. John described Booker as the best black, gay, one-eyed, junkie piano genius. Damn, that's one hell of a title. I didn't make this up, people. I did not make that up. That's from my notes. New Orleans has ever produced. His flamboyant personality and having extraordinary technical facility. He was known as the Black Liberace. Damn. Well, okay. Black Liberace, huh? Well, anyways, yeah. He died in Louisiana November 8th, 1983. Lil Boosie.
And turn them back on and show them your sexiness. One. Ooh, shit. Ooh, fuck.
I know y'all know who OG Torrance Hatch is, man. I know y'all know who Boosie is. Yes, sir. The Junior. Torrance Hatch Jr. But, anyways, in 2009, he was sentenced to 4 years in prison on drug and gun charges. But in 2010, he was indicted on first-degree murder charges and was also sentenced to 10 years on multiple charges of drug possession with intent of distribution. After serving 5 years in prison, Hatch was released early, March 5th, 2014. You know why he was released, people? Let me hear it. Say it with me now. The man was innocent. He was framed. Marlo Mike, or whatever the hell his name was, whatever the dude that was telling on him, he didn't get his facts straight. Yes, sir. Boosie is out and kicking and doing very, very well. Next up, we have Jack Favor. He was a rodeo performer and manager framed for 2 murders in 1964. He was convicted and imprisoned from 1961 until his release after an acquittal in the second trial in 1974. He helped initiate the Angola prison rodeo and make it a major event. You know, that's kind of cool because I've actually watched some of these videos on my spare time. Next up, we have Sean Vincent Gillis. He's an American serial killer, rapist, necrophile who stalked and murdered 8 Louisiana women between 94 and 04 in the Baton Rouge area. This dude just looks like a damn scummy ass individual. I mean, look at him. Just look at him. Well, he just got a whole bunch of pizza sauce stuck in his damn beard or something. In surrounding areas. But he was arrested without incident at his residence on Bergen Ave, 1:30 a.m., April 29, 2004. In his initial arrest, he was charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder and 3 counts of ritualistic acts in the murders of a 29-year-old woman, 45-year-old woman, and a 43-year-old woman. Gillis confessed to the murders with little coercion and then informed investigators about 5 other women he had murdered. Yo, they definitely smoked his ass because he got life without the possibility of parole, probation, or suspension of his sentence. Yeah, so his ass is he's still in there. And he's gonna be in there. He's gonna die in there. He's never gonna be able to come out and eat another slice of pizza ever. He's through. Washed up. Next up, we have Carlos Marcello, which was an Italian-American crime boss of the New Orleans crime family from 47 to the ladies. Aside from his role in the American mob, he also is a notorious for the reason that Robert Blakey and others have alleged that Carlos Marcello and Santo Traficante and Sam Garcia conspired to in the 1963 assassination of JFK. In retaliation for the federal investigations and prosecutions that threatened both the power and multi-billion-dollar profits of the organized crime, strongly affiliated with the Lejeune, Bouchard, and Trahan families. But yeah, damn, dude is He was a heavy person. Multi-billion-dollars worth of shit. Good God. Yo, they was getting to the chicken. But dude was old as dirt though. Like really, he was older than sliced bread. He was born February 6th, 1910, and he died March 3rd, 1993. He damn near lived 100 years. But yeah, basically that's what dude was charged with, for basically conspiring to you know, take out Mr. JFK. Next up, we have Henry Lane Mitchell. He was a public works commissioner from 34 to 1968, in prison for 1971 for the theft of municipal properties valued at nearly $85,000. What the hell did this dude take? I'm curious to find out my damn self. Of theft of multiple city properties under his domain. Oh, I see what he was doing. Well, anyways, he passed away in 1978 at the age of 83. Damn, and he was born in 1895. Good grief. So he definitely was older than sliced bread. Well, RIP to that man. He didn't do nothing crazy but just steal some houses or some shit. And yes, he's innocent, people. He's also passed away, but he was innocent. Next up. We have Kirksey McCord Nix Jr. is reputedly the former leader of the Dixie Mafia. He was a suspect in an assassination attempt of the sheriff out there and in Louisiana, and in the death of Buford's wife on August 12, 1967. Nix has reportedly refused to comment about the claims that he was one of his wife's killers. Yeah, well, if he refused to do that, he probably might have been involved. But in 1972, he was convicted for murdering Frank Corso, a New Orleans grocery executive, in a break-in at Corso's home, and began serving a life sentence without parole. Yeah. I'm sure that dude, oh, he actually got out. He's released in April 24th, 2013. Next up, we have Marlo Parker. He's an artist who is an inmate at Angola prison. Parker exhibited and sold his artwork during Angola rodeo art shows. And the warden of Angola said in 2012 that Parker's probably one of our best artists. Harry Connick Jr. is one of Parker's fans. Parker named Clementine Hunter as a stepfather, an artist, and a former Angola prisoner named Gilbert Green as his influences. Parker is incarcerated due to a 25-year drug-related sentence. Parker had family members living in New Orleans. Damn, he got 25 years for drugs? Drugs? What? He must have had fentanyl or something before fentanyl was a thing, or I don't fucking know. He had shit. But, yeah. Let's see who else we got up on here. We got Robert Pete Williams. And let me inform y'all a little something about Art Robert. He was a blues musician. His music characteristically employed unconventional structures and guitar tunings, and his songs are often about the time he served in prison. His song "I've Grown So Ugly" has been covered by Captain Beefheart on his album "Safe as Milk," and by the Black Keys on "Rubber Factory" in 2004. I wonder if this guy got any inspiration from the GOAT himself, Stevie Ray Vaughan. But I also heard that Stevie Ray Vaughan learned from B.B. King. Don't they have a song together? I think it's called 10 Pin Alley or something like that. Yeah, I know a thing or two, people. I know a thing or two, a thing or three. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Williams reduced his crazy activities by the late 70s and died in Rosedale, Louisiana, December 31st, 1980. But he was also inducted in the Blues Hall of Fame. So, yeah, there you go, Robert P. Here we got one. This one's interesting. Real interesting for a player. Clifford Etten. is an American former professional boxer convicted of robbery who is currently serving 105-year prison sentence without the possibility of parole, known for his aggressive high-volume style despite being a heavyweight. He fought Tyson and a bunch of other people. But damn, 105 years? Good God. So on basically he like 105 years, like, for robbery. Who the hell did he rob? The Pope? Sheesh. Damn. Well, I guess they smoked his ass. He ain't getting out no time soon. Free that man. All he did was take some shit that wasn't his. Oh fuck. Okay, Ronald Dominique is known as the Bayou Strangler, and he's a serial killer and rapist who murdered at least 23 men and boys in the state of Louisiana between 97 and 06. On September 23rd, 2008, Dominique was found guilty and sentenced to several terms of life imprisonment without parole for his crimes following his conviction. Okay, I have a question. Why does it seem like a lot of these serial killers, they do rape too? Like, do they just think that, I don't know. I find that weird that a lot of these people on these lists that I've been reading, when I see the word serial killer, it's usually followed by a rapist or some crazy shit like. But yeah. Anyways, they definitely smoking his ass. They smoked his ass, and when he passes away, since he likes to have that R word attached to his name, I promise you, I'm gonna be smoking that Ronald Joseph Dominique pack. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, yes, yes. I will be. Vincent Simmons. Let me inform you all about little Vin. He was a life prisoner at Angola, where he was sentenced to 100 years in July in 1977 after being convicted of attempted aggravated rapes of 14-year-old twin sisters. Simmons has maintained his innocence by 1999, had filed numerous habeas corpus, but had not gained an evidentiary hearing by Louisiana court. After receiving a copy of his evidence filed in 1993, he has found that it contained evidence that was not given to his court-appointed attorney by his district attorney, and that there were inconsistencies in reports and statements of the victims and witnesses. Okay. Simmons is one of 6 subjects of the documentary The Farm, Life in Angola. He was on HBO back in 98. I remember seeing that. He is the sole subject of a follow-up documentary, Shadows of Doubt, Vincent Simmons, 99, which explored his case, its weaknesses, and his severe sentence. He is one of the subjects of The Farm 10 Down, 2009, which returned 10 years later to the survivors among the 6 men featured in the 1998 film. That's kind of cool that they brought him back. Hell, would you expect him to be gone? Or probably thought they would be dead, but no, they were sitting there waiting for HBO to come back. So anyways, he's serving 100+ years. He ain't out. He's trying to get the hell out that motherfucker, I feel. So I can't really talk too much shit on him because he's trying to overturn it and he could be innocent. So I'm just going to leave it real peaceful for him for right now. But as soon as I hear about it on the news, I'm going to come back to this video and I'm going to talk my shit. So, next up, we have Charles Neville. Michael Hayden is a former American gunsmith, television personality, U.S. Marine, and former gun shop owner, and convicted child molester. He is best known as the star of the 2011-2014 Discovery Channel reality series Sons of Gun. He was convicted of sex crimes in April-July 2017, receiving 3 life sentences, and is currently serving those sentences at Angola. Yeah. Make his ass serve it. And on top of that, you put his ass to work. Make him pick fucking strawberries in 120-degree weather with only a fucking cup to put them in. So he has to go all the way back, dump the cup, and come back and get them. That's what y'all need to do to these damn rapists that y'all ain't knocking off. Molesters, all of that. Any of those weird crimes is no bueno. You feel me? And snitching's included. But I could tolerate a snitch a little bit more than I can a damn child molester or a person that has that R word attached to them. But either way, they're still scummy. Clementine Barnabit. Clementine is one of them old ass names. Like, you know what I mean? Like Clementine. I had a fish named Clementine one time. He was an accused American serial killer who was convicted of killing one person and claimed to have killed as many as 35. However, doubt has since been cast on the extent of her involvement. Yeah, see, I didn't even know that was a girl. I thought it was a guy. But yeah. She eventually confessed to 35 murders. She explained her connection to the Church of Sacrifice, an offshoot of a Christ sanctified Holy Church congregation in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Yeah. But she was sentenced in 1912. In August 1923, she was released from prison after an unspecified surgical. Don't do that. Don't clown me because I couldn't get it right. I got it right. Unspecified surgical operation was believed to have cured her. Not a lobotomy, which was known in the United States until a decade later. James argue that if authorities had actually believed that she was behind these terrible murders, it is unlikely that she would have been released after a few years in jail. She was turned loose so soon because the authorities didn't believe her story either. Well, they released her. She died. We don't know. She claims she has 35 victims. Who knows? She was crazy as fuck. And yeah, that wraps up Angola State Prison. Stay tuned for more episodes, people. Let's get it.